Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CCTL. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I'll let you this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis on Friday, so that's where the red line annotation here is coming from. After today's price movement, the chart becomes pretty tricky from a presentation standpoint because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are a day trader and you bought up there and you wanted to sell within 15 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, yeah, I get it. There was a big pullback today. But today, that's 1 day. Looking at multiple days, the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And as long as you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how those long-term uptrends are constructed. I am going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had a different outlook and strategy going in, probably more so of a day trader. And as we go into that, the first update though, before anything else, want to just get this done. And this comes from a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So 0012 was a level of resistance when I did the video on Friday, but now that the price is up above it, this would be considered that ideal level of support. What do I mean by ideal? Well, if you say, Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute strongest going forward? If the price can stay up above 0012, that would be a huge sign of power. But if the price does drop below it, by no means am I saying the entire chart's ruined or anything like that. But if the price, like I said, can stay above it, that would be a huge sign of power. Taking a step back, looking at the big picture of things, as long as the price stays up above the purple line right here, which is the famous 50-period simple moving average, then the bulls are in full control, no questions asked. And just to kind of illustrate this big picture thing, I'm not saying this will happen, but just to, like I said, for my example's sake, let's say the price actually comes down here and I don't know, bounces around 0008 before starting to work its way back upwards. Again, not saying that'll happen, but what would you still have, even from a big picture perspective? Well, you'd have a set of lows right there. You'd have that set right there. You'd have this set of lows right there. You'd have that set down there. If you picture each one of these as stair steps, what do you have? Well, you'd still have stair steps very clearly going in the upwards direction. So therefore, from the big picture of things, yeah, things are still perfectly fine. Yeah, there was a pullback today, but pullbacks are part of the market. No stock can go straight up every day. But as long as prices go through healthy consolidations and keep on building higher stair steps, then that's how, like I said, those long-term uptrends are constructed. The stair steps are still in play, so we'll see what tomorrow brings. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.